Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I had a fun video idea that I wanted to share with you guys today. I wanted to show you guys everything that is on my physical TBR. So guys, I think I counted 37 books. My TBR has been growing tremendously. I just really got into my reading journey this past April and it has just snowballed, and I was trying to not buy too many books, but I have been finding books at great deals at a local discounted bookstore. I've been checking my thrift stores really regularly and scoring some good finds. And then some of these I've gotten in different hauls for like Christmas or just special occasions. So it has gotten to be 37 books. Now, this is all the books that I have to read. I do not have a Kindle, and I do not do audiobooks or anything. So I've only read physical books. Right now in my reading journey where I am, I just read physical books. So this is really all of my TBR, not just physical, but everything. So I wanted to show you guys what I have sitting on my bookshelf waiting for me to get to it. I just added 3 books to it today. So let's get started. I'm going to try to kind of move through this. I might tell you guys as I go through them because I think this is interesting. I'm going to tell you guys where I scored certain things. So I'm going to try to move kind of a little fast so it doesn't take so long and it's a super long video, but I will try to tell you if I like paid full price for it or if I scored it at like a discounted store or a thrift store. So let's see, let's jump in. I'm so excited to go through these with you guys. So I don't know if this kind of counts as TBR because I am currently reading this. This is in my February, my TBR for February. I am currently reading Lights Out. Absolutely love this book, guys. I'm hoping that I finish it today. I'm like 60% through it. This is so good. I have seen this everywhere. Gosh, it's a dark romance, but it's also funny. And guys, oh my God, I love this. So I'm including this in my TBR because it still is to be read. It's not finished. Then I have Twisted Love by Anna Huang. This is the only book in this series that I have from her so far. So if I fall in love with this book, I'm probably going to be out buying the rest of the series. I did pay full price for this at Target, I think. So it was a little discounted because they do their books a little discounted, but I did get this one at Target. Then also from Anna Huang, I've not read any of her books yet, but I have these 3 on my TBR. I actually got these 2 in the month of December. My grocery store, Aldi, had a book display, I guess for Christmas gift ideas, of about 8 different books. There were some Frida McFadden books, some Anna Huang books, and a couple others. I picked these up for only $9.99. It was even cheaper than Target. I got King of Wrath and King of Pride. I am really excited to read these. I really don't know what they're about. I'm going in blind, but these are on my TBR for February, and I'm so excited to start this series. Next, I have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Also paid for this at Target. I think I got this as like my after Christmas haul that I got for myself. I've not read anything Lynn Painter. I'm really excited to start this. I've heard the best things about her books. Also got this one at Target, Taming 7. Boys of Tommen, my favorite series. This is the last one of the series currently until the next one is released, and I'm going to read this in February. I have not wanted to wrap up the series because I don't want it to be over for now, but Gibbsy is literally my favorite, and I have to read this. Oh my gosh, this book is going to break me in half, but I'm so excited to read this month, and I can't wait for the next ones to come out. Okay, we're going to work through this next stack in front of me. The only other Penelope Douglas book, I've read recently 3 of her books. I've read 4 total, but just last month I read 2 of her books. So this is the only one on my TBR physically that I have to read next is Birthday Girl. I am so excited for this. I have heard the best things about this. So I want to read everything Penelope Douglas. Whenever I do another book haul, I want to get some more of her things because I've loved the 4 that I've read so far. So I also got this one at Target. Then I got The Beach House by Jenny Hale. I don't really know anything about this book. I actually got this at Goodwill for only $1. At my local Goodwill, paperback books are $1. This just looked like a good summer read, so I picked this up. Then at a local discounted bookstore, they sell a lot of their books like $5.99, $6.99 range. I got Purple Hearts. I know this is like a Netflix movie. I've never watched it. Obviously, I know it's like an army, like romance kind of thing. I really don't know that much about it, but I figured that the book was good if it ended up getting like a spin-off movie on Netflix. So I went ahead and picked this up one day at the discounted bookstore for $5.99. Then I actually got this out of a little free library. It is called It Only Happens in the Movies. It sounds a lot like the Lynn Painter book, better than the movies, but this is It Only Happens in the Movies. I really don't know that much about this book. It was free because I exchanged a book in a little free library. So I don't really know that much about it. This has been on my TBR for a while. So I really need to get around to reading this. Next book I got at the same local discounted bookstore. This was also $5.99. This is My Favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. I have read one Christina Lauren book, Love in Other Words. It is one of the best books I've ever read. It is 5-star. It's one of my top favorites ever. So I really don't know anything about this book, but it was by Christina Lauren and I loved Love in Other Words. So I picked this up. I honestly haven't seen any reviews about that book. I need to look it up on TikTok. Next, I also got this at the discounted bookstore. This one was only $4.99, The Proposal. Now, this one is like, it has like baseball in the plot, and I am a baseball girly. When baseball season comes back, I've already had my eye on a couple like baseball romance books at Barnes & Noble that I really want to get. The only reason I did not start this yet is I believe it is in a series. I think it's kind of like an interconnected series where I don't have to read them in order necessarily, but I need to look into that more because if there is a book that comes before this, I would like to read that first. So that's the only thing that's held me back from this. I did not know that when I picked this up. So I got to look into that and see if there's a first book. Okay, my 2 Emily Henry books that are on my TBR. First of all, guys, I love Emily Henry. I read Happy Place first this summer. It was amazing. 5-star read. Absolutely loved it. Then I read People We Meet on Vacation. Guys, the best. It was literally one of my favorite books. I literally was like giggling, kicking my feet, laughing. It was the funniest book I have ever read. I know it's getting made into a movie and I cannot wait to watch the movie. So I have these both on my TBR that I'm trying to save this one for when the weather starts to warm up. I just got this from a local thrift store for only $3.50. It's still got the little price on the back. I found Beach Read. I have heard the best things about Beach Read. I am so excited for that. And then this was I peeled the sticker off, but this was from the local discounted bookstore. The local discounted bookstore has only brand new books. It kind of reminds me of like Book Outlet online, but it's in person. They had this, I believe, for probably $5.99. I pulled the sticker off, but that's about what they price their books. But I got Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I am so excited for this one. I have held off reading this because a lot of her books take place like on vacation. So I feel like they're really good like spring summer reads when you're wanting that. And I feel like this is the same way. I feel like when I was looking at this, like they went to the beach or something, and that's why I held off. I can't remember. I'll have to look at that. I could be wrong, but I am really excited because so far of the 2 books I've read from her, both 5 stars. I can only imagine how good these are. Next, I have not read anything from Rebecca Yarros. This I got at Goodwill. It has the Target sticker, but it's not in perfect shape. I scored this at Goodwill for only $1. Wilder by Rebecca Yarros. I have not read anything from her. I don't really know anything about this book. I read the back of it when I picked it up, but I've not really seen any reviews or anything. I do believe this is in a series, so I really want to get to this soon. I think when I read the back, I remember it sounding really good. I feel like it also had a good rating on Goodreads, so I'm really excited for this one. Okay, guys, we're getting to next stack. Let's get started. So on the top, this is from the local discounted bookstore. So this is brand new. I got this for only $6.99. The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. First of all, I am so in love with sprayed edges. I just scored my first sprayed edge book the other day, and then I saw this one and I was like, yes, I need that. So it's got these hot pink edges to the book with this the book is absolutely beautiful. I've not read anything from Catherine Center, but I have seen Jolie Reads on TikTok say that she loves Catherine Center. Also, her books don't have like any spice in them. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Now, I like books with spice and I like books without it. I like to just like switch it up. So I love a good a book that's kind of got tension building between the characters. Like, I love that. So I'm really excited for this. This is a hardback book, beautiful book for only $6.99. So I was really excited to find that. Then I think let me put these two together, guys. I have not read anything from Abby Jimenez yet, and I am super excited to. She is an author I have heard the best things about, but I know her series, at least some of these books are kind of interconnected too. So I need to see which one, like how I should read them in order. So I want to look into that before I get started, but I wanted to show you guys, I think I found The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, I found at a thrift store. It wasn't Goodwill. It was a local thrift store. I'm pretty sure this was $3.50. It literally is in like pretty much brand new condition. Really excited for that. But then I just found this at Goodwill the other day, and this is in pretty much brand new shape too, other than just like a little wear around the cover. This is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I got this for only $1. My TBR is just going to continue to grow if I keep finding book deals like that, because how am I not going to pick this up for $1? I had to get that. So next, this is one of my favorite thrift store finds to this date. So like I was saying to you guys, I love sprayed edges. Sorry guys, my leg is falling asleep. I don't have a lot of room here where I'm filming this. I had no sprayed edges books yet. And I was at the Goodwill looking around and I scored this one. It looks like it's brand new, has the Target sticker, has the hot pink sprayed edges. This is If We Ever Meet Again by Anna Huang. So actually, guys, I have 4 of her books. I forgot about this one. So I love the sprayed edges. It's literally in brand new condition. I only paid $1 for this. So I was super excited for that. Let me see. Let me keep working from this. This is also a book I got from the local discounted bookstore. This is Brenda Jackson's Perfect Fit. Again, I've had this one on my TBR since this summer. I was saving it for winter. For some reason, I just haven't felt drawn to pick this up. Like every time I think I'm going to read this, there's something else that I want to read more. And I feel like this could be a really good book. I feel like it was rated pretty high on Goodreads. So I really would like to read this before winter is gone, because I think it takes place in like Alaska. So it's very fitting for this time of year. Next book, I got this at a thrift store. I think I paid $3.50 for it. This is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. This past summer read This Summer Will Be Different by her. Was one of my favorite books I've ever read. It was so well written. What I take from when I hear people review her books is they all have a dual storyline. So like they're like past and present. Like This Summer Will Be Different was told from Lucy's point of view, but it was from like her past to present. I think Meet Me at the Lake, I think all of her books pretty much are told like that. I love that. I feel like the character building is so good in books that are structured that way, because you're getting to see the character like early in life to like then. And I feel like the character is so well built. So this is another book that I'm trying to save for warmer weather. It just gives me that like springtime, summertime vibe. This is a book that I got at Target, Play With Me by Becca Mack. I know that this is a hockey romance, but that's really all I know. I know it's a series with multiple books, but I didn't really look into this. I just saw multiple TikToks of people saying how good this series was. So this is the first book. I had to get this. I got this after Christmas when I did a Target book haul. Next, this was a score I recently got at Goodwill for only $1, To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I have watched all of these movies on Netflix. Absolutely love this series. I just thought I loved the movie so much that I'm sure the book has to be even better. The books are always better. So for $1, I went ahead and picked that up. Then I found this. This was a really great find, guys. I found this at Goodwill for only $1. I know that sounds crazy. It is in really good shape. It has a little bit, of wear on the cover and pages. As soon as I saw this, I grabbed this. This is one of those books I feel like it's going to be sitting on my shelf for a little because I'm terrified of it. I know this is a life-changing book. I know that I need to read this book. But books sit with me. I tell my husband all the time, I think I'm an empath. Like, I just take on people's feelings. This book is going to destroy me. I already know the topics in this book are already sensitive topics to me, to everybody. And I just know that this book is going to break me so bad, but I know it's going to be so good. I feel like it's one of those books that changes you as a person. So when I work up the courage, I'm going to read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I cannot believe I found this for $1. So such a good find. Okay, only 2 more stacks. Let's work through this one. This book, Happily Letter After. This book I actually got in a blind date with a book. I ordered a blind date with a book on the TikTok shop. I have it linked below. This was a book I had never heard of. I looked it up on Goodreads, looked it up on TikTok, and everybody says that this book, one, I think it's a spicy read and that it is so underrated and so good. So I had actually thought about reading it this month for February, but it didn't end up getting into my TBR. So please let me know if you've ever read this book. I'm really excited for this. I kind of love that she picked a book that wasn't so mainstream that I could have already read it. And it was like an underrated book. I loved that. So Liar's Beach, this was another book that I got at Goodwill for only $1. This one did have, you can see whoever read this, was a bend the cover back person, all the way. And so the cover is broken there at the spine. But other than that, it's in really good shape. I know this is a young adult book, like a thriller. Now, I am not as into my thriller era right now. I like thrillers, but I feel like they're not genuinely what I buy a lot, if you can tell from this haul. So that's something I need to get more into. This is a super short book, so I really want to read this, and maybe it would kind of kick off some like my thriller era. The next thing is The Four Agreements. I actually got this at Five Below. I think my mom bought this for me one day when we were in Five Below. This is a book. This is like a nonfiction book. I've heard the best things about this. It's basically like telling you in life just to not take things so personally, so seriously, that it's just like a self-help, self-development book. This is super short. The pages are super short. I know I could read this fast. I just haven't read it yet. I have seen people, when they've asked people on the street, what's one book you would recommend somebody reading? And it's this book. So when I saw this at Five Below for only $5, I really wanted to get that. Next thing, this book came from Ollie's for $3.99. I am in love with the Ice Planet Barbarian series. This one is Barbarian's Mate. Now, I believe this is the 5th or 6th book in the series. I just finished book 2. I do not have book 3 yet. So I cannot read this yet, but I had to pick it up for $3.99. Love Ruby Dixon. I want to read literally all of them. I want to read all the novellas, everything. Payback's a Witch is the next one. I got this at Goodwill for $1. Didn't really know that much about it. Brought it home. Was reading, looking up reviews. Looks like it's going to be a good book. I'm thinking about saving this one until fall. So it kind of has the spooky vibes. It's a witchy book. So I want to save that one. Next, I found the 3 of these at the same time the time before last when I was in Goodwill. Paid $1 each for these. First, I got Kristen Hanna's The Four Winds. This one has, some significant wear on the cover there, but overall, it's in really good shape. The back cover looks good. I've heard this book is really sad. After when I was I gotta get it. It's Kristen Hanna. It's $1, but I've heard people say that the book is really sad. So again, I feel like I'm going to have to work up to reading it. Next, by Kristen Hanna, I got Winter Garden. I know this is going to shatter me, but I really want to read this. I feel like it's one of those books that's going to change me for the better. And then this book probably had the most wear I got on Mystic Lake by Kristen Hanna. I have not heard anything about this book. I need to look up reviews. I don't see this mentioned a lot when I've watched videos of people talking about their favorite Kristen Hanna books, but this one probably had the most significant wear on the cover. But overall, like the back was really nice. The pages, like everything else looks really good. I feel like there's one bent page in there, but very like mild wear. So I went ahead and picked that up. And guys, I think we're starting our last small stack here. So some of these are actually finds that I got today. Let me show you. First, let me start with this. I found this in Goodwill for $1. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I've not read anything by her yet. This is a series I'm super excited about. This is a series the last time I did a book haul for full priced books. I have thought about picking up this series and just haven't yet. This is literally in perfect, it's in brand new condition, guys. Like brand new condition. It still has the sticker that I think is from Books A Million for $17.99. I paid $1. I'm so excited. You can tell it's been read, but it's in perfect condition. Then this is a book that I picked up today at the local discounted bookstore. I have not read anything by Ali Hazelwood. Sorry guys, I had to move around. My legs are long and I'm up against my window with this propped up for the lighting and a makeshift tripod, and my legs do not have enough room to stretch out and they keep falling asleep. But as I was saying, I've never read anything from Ali Hazelwood. I've been seeing her book Bride all over that I've thought about buying that I want to get soon. I saw this at the local discounted bookstore for $5.99, check and mate. And I think this is kind of more of a young adult. They had it, I feel in an odd place. I think they thought this was more of a younger book, but I don't necessarily I feel it's young adult, but not really teen. I don't know though. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe it is, but they had it kind of in a kid section because I didn't see it at first. And so I ended up finding it. They post their stuff online. So I kind of have an idea sometimes of when I really want to go in there. So I found this today. But yeah, I'm excited to read that. I didn't really think it was really a teen book. They had it totally away from the adult section. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you've read that. And then I got all these Lucy Score books in there as well. All of these were $5.99. They actually had 2 other Lucy Score books that I didn't pick up. I think it was I can't remember, something about, was it Dead Man in the Closet? I don't know. It was something. They look like maybe they could be mystery. But I picked up The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score, Finally Mine, and Mr. Fixer Upper. These I thought, I feel it was Corpse in the Closet. Maybe that's what it was. I feel it was Corpse in the Closet and a dead guy next door or something. Now, I did not pick those up because I wanted to look into them more. I knew that I wanted these. But I don't know. I probably should have picked them up. Maybe I'll go back. They had a whole bunch of them. So guys, that is, how many did I say? 37? My 37 books on my TBR. Oh my gosh, guys, I have a lot of reading. I'm hoping to read 6 in the month of February. I'm trying to read fast. January, I did a lot of fast reading. I feel I moved through a lot of books. So far though, this month, I've kind of had a slower start, but not because Lights Out isn't good, because it is so good. It's 5-star good. But I'm hoping that I'll read at least 6 books this month and hopefully 5 to 6 next month. So we're going to be moving, but I'm going to keep buying books too. I know I will. So thank you guys so much for watching.